Hey everybody, it's Jay here. It's been a few months since I did an autograph update to what I've been up to and what I've added. I've added a lot of nice pieces in person the last couple months. I'll go through them shortly. One thing I want to show everyone, if you've seen my last video about that Mario Lemieux number I got signed, I finally ended up getting it stitched here. Came out beautifully. Kind of hard to see, but this is the final product here. You kind of see there's the signed Lemieux. So this is a CCM Center Ice jersey. I had bought this jersey a few years ago, actually for a signed Ron Francis number, and I didn't really like how the Francis number came out. So I had the jersey, the Pittsburgh jersey with tags. They don't really even make these anymore, so it was perfect segue. Got the Lemieux number stitched up, came out beautifully. Next stop will be to my framer in a few months. So stay tuned. I'm gonna turn the camera around shortly and go over what I've been up to the last few months. Thanks for watching as always, and keep collecting and enjoying your collections. All right, so the first thing I've got to show here, I actually forgot to show it in my last video, but it was semi-recent. So earlier in the year, I got this picture here signed by Mitch Marner on game day. And recently I attended a Leaf practice, and I was able to get the Austin Matthews on it. Not the greatest signature, but it's sort of what you get from him, you know, in those kind of environments. I'll take it though. It's a very nice piece, 8x10. Trying to get rid of the glare here. Marner's Matthews. So very nice. These guys are not easy to get, even though I live in Toronto. You know, we're kind of around them frequently. They're both very difficult autographs. They're not great signers as far as autograph hounding is concerned. I was able to attend Rogers Hometown Hockey in Whitby, and excited to see this guy, Keith Primo. I probably hadn't seen him in about 15 years, and it was nice for him to make a comeback. I was able to get this 8x10 done, and then added 3 rookie cards. There's the 90 score, or 90, 91, 91, 90, 91 upper deck. Then the O-Pee-Chee Premier here, 3 beautiful cards. Primo was all class. He was not the greatest signer in person back then. You used to be able to get him, but he was like on the Flyers. He was a little bit one of the harder guys. He kind of went away. He had concussion problems or whatnot, but very nice to see him in Whitby at Rogers Hometown Hockey. Beautiful signatures here in blue. Beautiful cards. Hit up the Buffalo Sabres. So I get a lot of autographs, but these are just kind of the highlights. I'm not really going over everything, but kind of hard to see. But I was able to get Jack Eichel over here on a game jersey card. It's blue Sharpie. He had a blue, you know, on the blue. It doesn't really show too well. But needless to say, I love getting these game jersey cards signed. They're very nice. Anyways, Eichel was pretty. There's only 2 of us, and he did 1 each, so very happy. The reason I went down really was to add one of the assistant coaches. If you guys remember correctly, I started this 91 Canada Cup program in September. I added Mike Keenan, then I put Lindros and Shane Corson on it, and one of the Buffalo Sabres coaches, assistant coaches, Steve Smith. So I went down, I was able to add Steve Smith to this program. I'm going to continue to work on it and add guys. They seem to be kind of in town, you know, semi-frequently. So as I come across them, I'm going to put them on this thing and keep going. I was also able to, I found this in my basement. I remember buying it about 20 years ago. These are the Oiler Red Rooster. This is the set. It's uncut, these sheets, but this is the set from 86, 87. So it was sitting in my basement in a box. I found it maybe about a month ago, and I was like, you know what, why don't I start knocking some of these guys off? So I was able to get the Steve Smith. Very good about it. So the way I kind of work these is I kind of work with the quick wins. So I know I'm going to be able to get Smith, you know, Coffey, Anderson, hopefully McTavish, like a lot of these guys, and then eventually work my way up. So I was able to put Smith on that. Then I attended Hometown Hockey today. I was able to get McSorley. I was in Hamilton today. I know I'll get Muni and Krushelnyski and all these guys coming up, and then, you know, finish it with the big guys, hopefully. So very nice. Also put Smith and McSorley on this kind of, I don't know, this little pennant I started. I'm kind of getting the D guys on it from that team. So I have like Kevin Lowe, Muni. I put Smith on it. I put McSorley today. He kind of turned it that way and it kind of bled, but you know, it is what it is. So added that. Also grabbed McSorley on his rookie card, 87-88 Peachy. In my opinion, the most beautiful card set ever. You know, my number one set when I was a kid. It all started with this for me. I'd spent all my money on these 87-88 Peachy cards. I'd go to the convenience store and absolutely my favorite set. I actually have this complete set signed, like the entire set. I have it. Worked on it for a few years, but seeing McSorley again today, I pulled out another rookie card. Can't get enough. Looks great. While the Oilers were in town, I was able to get this guy, Connor McDavid, 8x10 photo. You know, best player in the game, no question. He's a pretty good signer. You know, you see him and he seems to do a few every time. He's for a player of his stature, he's not bad. He signs. He doesn't really get everyone, it seems. You know, there'll be 15 guys there and he'll get like 4. But he seems to do it, you know, like multiple times. Like last year I was able to get him 2 out of 3 times I saw him on the same trip. So anyways, added another 8x10. So this is probably I would guess maybe my 12th or 13th McDavid autograph in my collection. So he's been very good to me, and you know, a great player. On the same trip, I was able to get Leon Draisaitl, the other stud on the Oilers. Not the best autograph. It's just what you get from him. I got him on a puck here. He was pretty good about it when we saw him. You know, is what it is. And other kind of stuff that I like, I pulled this Sam Gagner jersey card in a Dollarama pack. I was able to get that done. And then Zach Cassian, Darnell Nurse, and Nugent Hopkins just on trading cards. All nice. Love those. Jets came to town. I was able to knock off the big guys here. Patrick Linehan at 8x10. This guy is a nice guy. You know, he seems to always never disappoint the fans. You know that's his autograph there, but very nice. Mark Scheifele is a little bit tougher, but still a nice guy. These are, you know, photo file license photos. Scheifele at 8x10. Blake Wheeler on a card. Nikolai Ehlers on a card. And finally, Calgary came to town a few days ago. I was able to get Giordano here. This guy is a great guy. A couple 8x10s here. You guys can see those, but this guy's an awesome guy, Giordano. Always nice, always classy. Always looks after the fans. So nice stuff. And I also put him on a jersey card here. Love those. Love how that blue pops off that card. Sean Monahan was here. Jersey card. Peachy card. We always say this guy was the nicest guy in the Bruins. Milan Lucic. So I showed him a bunch. He did 3. A couple Bruins. Always been a nice guy. Continues to be a nice guy. Nice getting him on an Oiler card. And then finally, a couple Leafs kind of to add. Finally got the new Leaf coach, Sheldon Keefe, on a couple of his playing day cards. Really good guy. Good signer. And of course, ran into the legend himself. Been getting this guy forever. Wendell Clark. He was good for 4. You know, just always a great guy. I've been getting this guy for 30 years. I don't know how many Wendell Clark autographs I have in my collection, but the well never seems to run dry. And he's always good about it. He's an ambassador for the Leafs, and he, you know, believe me, he earns it. You know, signing autographs doesn't bother him. He's good about it. I've never seen this guy in a bad mood or, you know, turning down whatever you have. Put him on this, the 87 Panini sticker. I love these. Used to collect this album when I was a kid, and it all kind of started with this album. Like, to me, I think it's the greatest hockey sticker album of all time. So I have a few of these signed, and I'm going to continue to get them signed. I just love the way they look. Very nostalgic for me. That whole album, if you remember, was just profile pictures. So there was no photos of like the players on the ice. So you really got to look at the guys' faces, and it's kind of where I learned the players and, you know, learning what they look like. And, you know, great putting Wendell on this. So as always, thank you for watching. I'll continue to collect, and hopefully you enjoy this video and my other videos, and you continue to watch. And I enjoy sharing with all of you and watching your videos, and keep collecting. Talk to you later. Thanks.